Sometimes you see magicians cut to four of a kind, and you might wonder how they do that. Well, I'm going to teach you a technique or two as to how you could do it yourself. And of course, you got to do it from a shuffled deck or it's not very impressive. So one way to do it is to simply cheat, right? You can't really cut to four of a kind. It's not that easy. So, well, you start with four of a kind and see if you can cheat, and after you cut some piles, get the four of a kind onto the piles, right? So if you were here, I would invite you to cut 4 piles anywhere you like. For instance, like this. And then what you need to do is you need to get your 4 queens, and you need to put each one on each one of these piles. So one there, one on the second pile, and let's straighten this up a little bit. Another queen on this pile here. And the last queen goes on the last pile. Now, you've got the 4 queens, right? Of course, what I haven't told you is how to get the queens on there without anybody noticing. And if you're not doing it well and people kind of saw that you put the queens on there, you might need to prove that you didn't. Kind of maybe move all 4 queens over to this packet here. But I did say I was going to show you how to cut the 4 of a kind, right? Well, forget this technique. How are you going to secretly get queens onto the top of these piles without anybody noticing? The thing to do is to actually just cut the 4 of a kind, which you did spectacularly well. And I assure you, there are no other queens or aces anywhere in this deck.